Close your eyes for a second and imagine this. A young woman, blonde hair tangled in the breeze, laughing under an endless sky, free, alive, chasing a dream so big it spills across Instagram feeds and TikTok screens. She's 22, her laughter echoing off canyon walls, her eyes bright with a future she can almost touch. Beside her, a man, her fiancé, her partner in this wild, untamed ride, steering a van down highways that stretch like veins across the American heartland, promising adventure, love, the whole damn myth we've been sold since the days of Kerouac. Van life, freedom on four wheels, a hashtag that glows with likes, comments, a digital campfire drawing thousands to their flame. Now picture that dream rotting, her voice snuffed out, her body left cold in the dirt, that van rolling back alone, its tires whispering secrets no one wants to hear. What if the love you scrolled past was a mask? What if the road trip everyone double-tapped hid a betrayal so twisted, so jagged, it'd carve a wound through a family, a nation, a generation? Welcome to Crime Mysteries Uncovered, where we're not just revisiting a headline, we're tearing into a story that's clawing its way back into the spotlight in February 2025. Gabby Petito's road trip betrayal no one saw coming. It's trending again, fueled by Netflix's American Murder drop, but we're not here for a quick hit. We're going really deep, every mile, every whisper, every shadow, into a case that's more than a crime. It's a shattering of trust, a family imploded, a hashtag turned epitaph. Gabby and Brian, lovers turned predator and prey, left a trail of secrets stretching from coast to coast under those wide-open skies. Are you ready to follow it, to walk every step of this dark, winding road? Buckle up, this is raw, this is real, and it's darker than you can imagine. This is Crime Mysteries Uncovered, where we don't just skim the surface of a story, we crack it wide open, sift through the shadows, and pull out the truths that linger long after the lights go out. If you're here, you're not just watching, you're hunting, chasing the why behind the unthinkable, the how behind the impossible. Today, we're diving into a tale that's gripping the world again in February 2025, Gabby Petito's name blazing across YouTube, X, every corner of the internet, because it refuses to fade. Back in 2021, she was a spark, 22 years young, fearless, living that van life dream with Brian Laundrie, 23, her high school sweetheart turned road trip soulmate. They tossed their jobs, hers at a juice bar, his at a grocery store, into the wind, tricked out a white Ford Transit with a bed, a sink, a solar panel, and hit the highways, Grand Teton's towering peaks, Moab's red rock sprawl, Yosemite's emerald embrace, posting sunsets, smiles, a love story that had the internet hitting like it was a reflex. Van life was their brand, their promise, a modern fairy tale on wheels. Until September crashed in, and Gabby vanished, her last post a digital ghost flickering on screens, Brian sliding back to Florida alone, his silence thick as a grave dug in secret. What no one knew. That van wasn't just a home, it was a rolling coffin, a steel shell hiding a betrayal that'd splinter a family, ignite a manhunt, and leave us all questioning what we saw. With Netflix's American Murder, Gabby Petito dropping this month, the world's hooked again, but we're not here to rehash what you've scrolled past. We're here to unravel every detail, every lie, every scream swallowed by the wind, every mile that led to this. What grabs you first, the love that glowed, the loss that stings, or the questions that won't quit? Drop it in the comments, because this one's a beast, and we're peeling it back layer by layer. Gabby Petito wasn't just a name, she was a wildfire, a restless flame flickering against the quiet of her roots. Born March 19, 1999, in Suffolk County, New York, she grew up on Long Island, a maze of cul-de-sacs, strip malls, and salt-soaked air off the Sound. What no one knew. She was born to run, doodling in spiral notebooks since she could grip a crayon, sketching jagged mountains and endless roads she'd never seen, her mind a canvas of places bigger than the tidy lawn she played on. Her mom, Nicole Schmidt, told People in 21, Gabby was always creating, art, stories, plans, she'd dream out loud. She was small, 5 feet 5 inches, maybe 110 pounds soaking wet, but her energy towered, blonde hair she'd braid tight or let whip wild in the wind, blue eyes that caught the sun like they were holding onto something secret, something alive. School wasn't her thing, she muddled through Bayport Blue Point High, more doodler than scholar, but it's where Brian Laundrie crossed her path, 2016, junior year. He was the quiet one, lean frame, dark hair, a little scruffy, liked hiking trails alone, reading comics in the library, staring up at stars like they'd whisper back. She was the spark, they clicked, opposites pulling tight like magnets in a storm. Her dad, Joe Petito, told Newsday later, she brought him out, he was shy, she wasn't. By 19, they're engaged, No big ring, just a promise, moving to Northport, Florida, crashing with Brian's folks in a squat little house on Wabasso Avenue. What no one knew. Gabby's dreams were clawing at the walls. She'd scroll van life vlogs on YouTube, eyes wide, whispering to Brian, "That's us someday, roads, freedom, us." Someday crashed in fast. 2021, jobs ditched, a juice bar cashier and a grocery stocker no more, a Ford Transit bought cheap, tricked out with a mattress, a sink, a solar panel jury rig to keep the lights on. June 17th, they roll out, cross-country, 4 months, chasing a freedom she'd sketched 1,000 times. Gabby's filming, bliss, she captions a Kentucky sunset, her hair gold against the fading light. But bliss? It's a fragile lie, a bubble waiting to burst. What do you see, dreamers chasing stars, or a fuse already lit? Hold that thought, this is just the ember. Brian Laundrie, let's paint him slow, deliberate, because he's the shadow that creeps over this flame, the quiet that turns loud in all the wrong ways. Born November 18, 1997, same Long Island dirt as Gabby, 2 years older, a grade ahead, a kid who didn't shout his presence. What no one knew. He was a coil, tight, wound, ready to spring if you pressed the wrong spot. Friends from Bayport told ABC News later, Brian was chill, but intense, could flip if you pushed him, like a switch nobody saw. Artsy in his own way, loved drawing, filling journals with jagged sketches of trees, cliffs, things he'd rather climb than talk about, reading survivalist books, Bear Grylls, Jack London, dreaming of living off-grid, away from the noise. His sister, Cassie, said in a 21 interview, he was outdoorsy, always hiking, always alone. When he met Gabby in 16, it was electric. She pulled him out of that shell, her chatter filling his silence, his steadiness anchoring her wild. They were a pair, her laughing at his dry jokes, him sketching her profile in the margins. Worked odd jobs in Florida, Gabby blending smoothies, Brian stacking cans at Publix, saving nickels for something bigger. His parents, Chris and Roberta Laundrie? Tight-lipped, suburban stock, dad a salesman, mom a homemaker, liked him close, under their roof on Wabasso. But Brian? He was restless too, proposed with a cheap band in 19, said, "We'll build our own, screw the world." That van life plan, it was his push as much as hers, a way out he'd scribbled in those journals years back. July 2, 2021, they're off, posting from Kentucky's rolling hills, Colorado's high plains, Utah's red sprawl. Gabby's the face, smiling, filming, her voice bright on Instagram. Brian's the lens, quiet, behind her, framing the shots. What no one knew. Those posts were a curtain, hiding arguments sharp as shale, control tightening like a noose, attention boiling under the hashtags and filters. August 12, Moab PD pulls them over, Gabby's crying, makeup streaked, Brian scratched up, a fight over messiness, she says. Cops let it slide, split them for a night, her in the van, him in a motel. Warning sign? Damn right, red flags flapping in the desert wind. What's stirring in Brian out there? Love, anger, or something that's been simmering since Long Island? You tell me, this shadow's growing long. That summer of 21, Gabby and Brian's van cuts through America like a knife slicing open the land. Grand Teton's jagged peaks piercing the sky, Moab's red dust choking the air, Yosemite's green sprawl whispering peace they'd never find. Gabby's Instagram's a living thing. July 4th, she's beaming in Kentucky, hair wild against a firework-streaked dusk. July 16th, she's perched on a Colorado cliff, van parked crooked. August 2nd, she's posing by Arches National Park, sandstone arches framing her like a postcard queen. #vanlife's trending. Thousands liking, commenting, goals. Couple inspo. A digital cheer squad eating up their story. But what no one knew. That van's a pressure cooker, a steel box where dreams curdle into something sour. Witnesses start trickling out later. Utah campers near Arches tell Fox News, they fought loud, August 10th, shouting, shoving, her voice high, his low and sharp. Another, a trucker at a Moab diner, tells CBS, saw her crying outside, August 11th, him pacing, fists clenched, muttering. August 12th, that Moab stop, body cam rolls 4 p.m., Gabby sobbing, we've been fighting all morning, he doesn't like my mess, Brian's got scratches on his face, neck, arms, she admits she swung, he says, I'm fine, officer. Cops call it mutual, scribble a domestic note, send Gabby to sleep in the van, Brian to a cheap motel, Crystal Inn, $60 a night. No charges, no cuffs, just a shrug. Mistake? Bet your life, those scratches weren't from a messy sink. August 17th, they're in Torrey, Gabby posts a selfie, captioned happy. August 19th, a grocery clerk near Zion tells NBC, she looked off, he paid, kept her close. August 25th, her last post, Grand Teton, a smile that doesn't climb to her eyes, captioned camping vibes. Text to Nicole, Mom, we're good, love you, flow daily, then stop. August 27th. What no one knew. Those were her last words. Phone pings fade near Spread Creek, a lonely patch off Wyoming's Highway 89. Brian's alone by August 29th, van spotted in Jackson, a grainy cam catching its white shell rolling south. September 1st, his home in Northport, alone, van parked, no Gabby. What snapped out there? Love cracking under the strain, rage boiling over, or something colder, something coiled tight from the start? Drop your guess, this is where the road bends sharp. September 1st, 2021, Northport, Florida, a sleepy Gulf Coast town where palms sway and secrets fester. Brian pulls the van into his parents' driveway on Wabasso Avenue, white, dusty, silent as a tomb. No Gabby. What no one knew. He's been back 2 days. August 30th, a neighbor, Ted Grayson, tells WFLA, saw him washing the van, scrubbing the sides, hood up, no hurry, no Gabby. September 3rd, his mowing the lawn, normal, right? September 6th, Nicole Schmidt's texting, Gabby, call me, where are you? Nothing, her phone's a brick. Joe Petito's on the line, Brian, talk to us. Silence. September 10th, Nicole's frantic, Brian's not answering, his folks dodge her calls, her texts bounce back unread. September 11th, she files a missing person report with Suffolk County PD, my daughter's gone, last I heard, Grand Teton. Cops hit Northport that day, Brian's there, slouched on the couch, parents stonewall, talk to our lawyer, Steve Bertolino. He's a person of interest, no arrest, no warrant, just eyes on him. What no one knew. Brian's unraveling, September 12th, a neighbor sees him pacing the backyard, head down, muttering. September 13th, his hiking Carlton Reserve, 25,000 acres of swamp, gators, pines, solo, backpack slung low. September 14th, his gone, parents claim, he went for a walk, didn't come back. The van? Search September 15th, Gabby's clothes folded neat, journals dog-eared, a hard drive humming with footage. Internet explodes, hash find Gabby trends, TikTok sleuths dissect her vlogs, look at Brian's eyes, dead. That shadow moves weird. September 17th, the laundry's crack, his missing too, Roberta tells cops, voice flat. Too late, September 19th, Grand Teton Rangers find a body near Spread Creek, half buried under sagebrush in sorrow. It's Gabby, strangled, 3 weeks cold, her hair matted with dirt. Brian's a phantom in the pines, a ghost slipping through the cracks. Who's running now, hunter fleeing his kill, or hunted by his own shadow? You tell me, this is chaos breaking loose. Gabby's body, found September 19, 2021, in a Wyoming wilderness, Spread Creek's edge, a desolate stretch off Highway 89 where the wind howls and the world forgets. Autopsy hits October 12th, manual strangulation, hands on her throat, intimate, brutal, her last breath stolen close. Time of death? Late August, 27th to 30th, when her texts fell silent, her phone pings blinked out. What no one knew. She'd been out there, hidden under brush in time, while Brian drove 2,000 miles home, radio off, eyes ahead. That mob stop, August 12th, looms huge, a fork in the road. Body cam rolls 4 p.m., Gabby's shaken, mascara streaking, he grabbed my face, she chokes out, Brian's calm, scratches fresh, she gets worked up, he shrugs. Cops missed it, called it mutual, let it slide. Witnesses pile in, August 25th, a hiker near Jenny Lake tells NBC, heard a scream, thought it was kids, kept walking. August 27th, a couple at a Jackson bar, the Merry Piglets, tells Fox, Brian was yelling, Gabby looked scared, small, like she'd shrink if she could. August 29th, a gas station clerk near Spread Creek sees the van parked odd, driver's side open, no one around, he tells CNN. September 23rd, feds issue a warrant, bank fraud, Gabby's debit card swiped post-death, $1,000 drained. October 20th, Carlton Reserve coughs him up, Brian's remains, skeletal in the muck, a revolver rusted beside him, a notebook half drowned. FBI leaks to CNN, I ended her life, thought it was merciful, that she'd suffer otherwise. Merciful? Nicole Schmidt rages to Dateline, he's a coward who stole her, merciful's a lie. What no one knew. That notebook's a mess, pages torn, ink bled, scraps hinting at a fight, a plea, a snap. She wouldn't stop, I couldn't. Netflix's American Murder, Gabby Petito, out February 25, digs into van footage, Gabby's journal scribbled with "I'm sorry," texts pleading "stay with me, don't go." Was it rage, jealousy flaming out? A fight gone too far, her pushing, him breaking? Or a plan, cold, coiled, cooked in silence? The swamp's mute, the notebook's mush, what's your call? Drop it, this is trending because it won't let go. Gabby's gone, Brian too, but the fallout's a living thing, breathing, clawing. October 21, 2021, Brian's ruled suicide. Gunshot, self-inflicted, skull cracked by his own hand in Carlton's mire. His parents? KG, say he stumbled in August 29, Gabby's gone, voice low, eyes elsewhere, they didn't push, didn't call. What no one knew. They'd lawyered up September 6, before Gabby's reported missing. Bertolino on speed dial, house locked tight. Lawsuits hit November 22, Gabby's family versus the Laundries, you hid him, versus Mo PD, you failed her stop. Nicole's on 2020's. November 21, they knew, helped him run, washed their hands. Joe Petito tells Good Morning America, her voice was stolen, his folks let it happen. Reform spark, Gabby's Law, 2023, domestic violence training for cops, her name etched in policy. But the wound's fresh, February 2025, Gabby Petito trends hard, Netflix's doc reignites it, X ablaze with #van life gone wrong. The van's impounded, Wyoming yard, rust creeping, journals locked in evidence, pages yellowing, laundries silent, sued, shadowed, Wabasso a ghost house. What no one knew. Northport locals whisper Carlton's cursed, hikers avoid Brian's spot, say the air's thick, wrong, a ranger tells Wink News, found a shoe there last month, not his, not hers. Gabby's legacy, its laws, tears, a hashtag turned tombstone, a cry that echoes. What hits you, the loss cutting deep, the lies piling high, the cover-up that won't die. Smash that like, subscribe, Crime Mysteries Uncovered is riding this wave with you. Share with your true crime pack, let's peel deeper. Stay sharp, this isn't over. Let's linger, because this eats at you, gnaws at the edges of your sleep. Picture Gabby, 22, sketching her dreams in a Long Island bedroom, then a van bunk, trusting Brian to the end, her pencil tracing roads she'd never finish. Picture Brian, 23, sketching his escape in those same journals, strangling that trust in a Wyoming dusk, his hands shaking or steady, we'll never know. What no one knew. Those last days, August 27th, Spread Creek, were a slow unraveling, a thread pulled till it snapped. Witnesses saw the van rock, fighting, a scream cut short. Her journals, per NBC leaks, hint at fear, his different, quieter, I don't know him. August 28th, a camper tells CBS, heard a woman crying, thought it was a breakup, kept hiking. Brian's notebook? Half gone, waterlogged, but merciful sticks, she wouldn't stop crying, I couldn't take it, it reads, faded. Did he believe it, mercy in his warped head? The Laundries, did they wash that van August 30th, knowing her blood was on the road? Mob, could those cops have stopped it, cuffed him then? Nearly the end of this video, and we're still asking, was it love that broke under the weight, control that snapped like a dry twig, or a plan cooked in silence, simmering since Florida? Gabby's voice, text to Nicole, love you, vlogs chirping happy, lives in Netflix's cut, but the swamp took the rest, swallowed answers whole. What no one knew. A hiker, October 22, tells Wyoming Tribune, found a torn sketch near Spread Creek, girl's face, blonde, blew away before I grabbed it. Hers? His? Minutes, and the road still dark. What's your theory, rage unchecked, despair drowning, conspiracy creeping? Hit the comments, this betrayal's a highway with no end, no exit. Subscribe, we're chasing more. And that's where we leave it, hours down a road that twists, splits, and disappears into the dark. Gabby Petito's story, the road trip betrayal no one saw coming, laid bare on Crime Mysteries Uncovered. From Long Island's quiet streets to Wyoming's lonely dirt, from a van glowing with promise to a swamp heavy with silence, we've walked every mile, her dreams, his shadow, a love that bled out under those endless skies. It's not just a case, it's a mirror, reflecting what trust can hide, what family can break, what hashtags can bury. What no one knew. This isn't the end. The wind, Brian's notebook still taunts from the muck, and the questions? They are piling higher than ever. Was it a snap, a spiral, or a secret that started long before the van rolled out? You've stuck with us, Minutiae of raw, unfiltered truth, and that's why you're here, why you're one of us. Hit that subscribe button, because Crime Mysteries Uncovered isn't just a channel, it's a hunt, and we're not stopping. Every week, we're peeling back more shadows, cases colder than this, betrayals sharper, mysteries thicker. Smash that like if Gabby's spark, Brian's silence, or the laundry's dodge hit you hard. Let us know which cut deepest. Drop your theory in the comments. What's your take on that notebook, that mob miss, that final fight? Share this with your true crime pack, your friend who's glued to docs, your sibling who loves a twist, because this story's a beast, and it needs voices to keep it alive. Gabby's road doesn't end here, neither does ours. Stay sharp, stay curious, we're back soon with more to unravel. This is Crime Mysteries Uncovered, signing off, but the shadows? They're still talking.